All right, Brooks.
Change tempo, yes, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Get side on touch. Play, see it, yes.
I'm Craig Hearn. Today, I'm here with the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He's going to show me some simple exercises and stretches to do before my soccer games. Because to be honest, I'm getting a little older and I need to be better prepared for these games. All right, he's got some stuff he's going to show us. Let's jump in.
What's up, guys? Dr. Zach here with Craig. We're going through a dynamic warm-up here. Super important, especially in this age group as we get older. A lot of guys that I see, they go right from their car and straight to the field without any warm-up. We want to make sure that we're getting the body warm, we're getting loose, we get the heart rate up so that we can help reduce injuries. All right, guys, so I've got Craig currently doing some grass sweeps. He's doing a Frankenstein stretch, and he's also going through some pogos right now. Whoa, Craig, what the hell?
Yep, sorry, Doc.
All this newfangled dynamic warm-up, this and that. What's wrong with my old warm-up? Oh, yeah, the doc was right. Definitely need the new warm-up. Oh, good Lord.
What? And I'm gonna give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner! Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
Those things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
tempo, yes, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Jim, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Get side on touch. Play, see it, yes.
I'm Craig Hearn. Today, I'm here with the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He's going to show me some simple exercises and stretches to do before my soccer games. Because to be honest, I'm getting a little older and I need to be better prepared for these games. All right, he's got some stuff he's going to show us. Let's jump in.
What's up, guys? Dr. Zach here with Craig. We're going through a dynamic warm-up here. Super important, especially in this age group as we get older. A lot of guys that I see, they go right from their car and straight to the field without any warm-up. We want to make sure that we're getting the body warm, we're getting loose, we get the heart rate up so that we can help reduce injuries. All right, guys, so I've got Craig currently doing some grass sweeps. He's doing a Frankenstein stretch, and he's also going through some pogos right now. Whoa, Craig, what the hell?
Yep, sorry, Doc.
All this newfangled dynamic warm-up, this and that. What's wrong with my old warm-up? Oh, yeah, the doc was right. Definitely need the new warm-up. Oh, good Lord.
What? And I'm gonna give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner!
Who gives a about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
He does things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
For the last time this season, welcome to the jungle, where the Michigan Jaguars will take on the Detroit Badgers for the second time this season, as the Jaguars look to complete the series sweep and capitalize on what could be their most impressive season to date. The Jaguars won a pivotal matchup against Liquid Football to put themselves in a position to potentially make the championship game. Unfortunately, they would lose a heartbreaker to the Michigan Stars on the road just 2 nights ago to keep themselves out of the playoff picture. So tonight will be the swan song on a season that's had a lot of growth for the home side. The Badgers, however, have yet to win a game through 5 in their first season in the Midwest Premier League, and they may have had a chance yesterday going up against Legends FC, but that game was canceled due to stormy weather. Hello, everybody. My name is Garrett Pogg. Thank you for tuning in on We Are Soccer platforms across Facebook, Twitch, X, and YouTube, as we are set for a star-studded affair for the home side as they wrap up things for the 2025 season. The pregame show is brought to you by Health Quest Physical Therapy. The Michigan Jaguars are proud to have Health Quest Physical Therapy as their title sponsor for the past 4 years and are excited for many more. One of many starters to look out for the home side for the Michigan Jaguars is Vincent Stockton, who scored on an excellent counterattack just a couple days ago against the Stars and had been looking for a goal all season long. He was rewarded with one to take the lead against the Stars in a game that they would eventually lose 2-1. Looking at this Detroit Badgers squad, I do believe I was sent numbers for their roster just minutes ago, but as of about maybe 5 minutes ago, they only had about 9 players on the field. It looks like they've gained a little bit of more reinforcements as they look to line up here in just a moment. But they had 18 guys, actually 17 guys that were supposed to take the field, and only, I think, 11 exactly have shown up to this point. We'll go through their starters in just a second. Let's talk about the keys to the game. We will start with the Michigan Jaguars. They're the only side that we have keys to the game for. Their big thing is they want to manage the momentum. This is what they've talked about all season long. If they're able to play from ahead and really get things started in the scoring category, then they believe they'll be able to take control of the game as time goes on. And actually, it looks like Michael Forbes, the starting keeper for the Detroit Badgers, just walked into the locker room with a trainer. So I'm not sure what's going on there. We'll look to get some updates and see what's going on that side. So we might have a situation where the keeper will have to wear an inside-out jersey or something like that to fill in for Michael Forbes, who's been their starting keeper all season long. Let's just go through the starting lineups for the Michigan Jaguars as teams look to line up across the field. Starting in goal for the Jags is going to be Alvaro Lopez. He will split time with Giancarlo Darius as Afonso Henrique is done for the season. The 5'11" goalkeeper from Madonna University from the country of Spain has saved 6 shots on goal at home and only allowed 1 up to this point. For the rest of their lineup, they will have midfielder Arthur White wearing number 30. He scored a crazy goal at Clarenceville High School just a couple nights ago. Vincent Stockton, who we highlighted on our pregame, Tanner Locke, Tyler Niemi, Ryan Sanborn, another attacker from Detroit Mercy, Otavio Toluso, who has excellent ball handling capabilities, Ryan Moody, Dominic Dono, one of the youngest players for his team, plays on the 08 MLS Next squad, Nino Shembri, as well as Calvin Pollock, and some familiar names coming up for the reserves as we will highlight throughout the game. Starters for the Detroit Badgers, it was going to be Michael Forbes. We did see him walk into the locker room. He is not lined up out there. As you see, there is no one wearing the keeper uniform, so we're curious to see what the status is with him. Abdul Wahad Al-Gabri, as well as Abu Bakr Al-Gabri, Abdullah Esale, Mohamed Sangare, Ahmad Abu Shaban, Daniel Silva, Yahya Mohammed, Ahmed Abdurrahman, Tariq Lamhardi, as well as Ali Zaidan. We'll see what kind of positions those guys make up, as I've not been able to detect a lot of these things prior to the game. Apologies for that. And I was handed numbers from the coaching staff just a minute ago, except for some of their bench players, so I'm curious to see what's going on there. All right. Looks like it's a bit of a youth night for the Michigan Jaguar squad. A lot of youth players out, one wearing sunglasses in a very epic fashion. As our captains will meet in the middle. Michael Forbes is jogging back out onto the field. He looks ready to play, so he is going to be the starting keeper, thank goodness, for the Detroit Badgers. If they did not have him in goal, I'm not sure what their plan would have been. Joe Brinkat in his first season in the Midwest Premier League, first season for Detroit Badgers, I should say, as they're typically a team that plays in the MASL as well as the MUSL, to smaller Michigan-based leagues, you could say. Nice photo op on the right side of your screen for the Michigan Jags. We will get started here in just a moment. A lot of fans out here on a very humid day at the Hawk at Farmington Hills. Detroit Badgers with a -15 goal differential up to this point in the season. Their head coach, Joe Brinkat, a former Schoolcraft Jaguar, and was the head coach and president of this organization, has coached a lot of their teams both on the outdoor pitch as well as the indoor pitch. They play a lot of arena soccer with both this club as underneath the Badgers name as well as Waza Flow in the PASL, as well as the MASL Division III team. We're moments away from this game starting. Whistle starts and we are underway. The last time these two teams played, it was a 5-2 win for the Jags. Speaking to some of their coaching staff before the game, they said 2 goals is too many. We don't want to allow any this time around. We'll see how successful they are in that regard. As we are started here in the early going, and that's Vincent Stockton trying to get control. Instead, Otavio Toluso will force a corner in the first minute of the match. Already getting things started hot for this team. After this corner, we will tell our great folks about the North American Soccer Expo. Dominic Dono will be the one to take the corner on the near side. Sends it into the mix, way far over the heads of everybody. Put everything he had into that ball, and it goes out for a throw-in for the Detroit Badgers. Join us at the North American Soccer Expo, taking place August 1st through 3rd, 2025 in Novi, Michigan. The premier event designed exclusively for soccer directors, coaches, administrators, and professionals at every level of the game, from recreational to professional. Whether you're guiding a grassroots program or leading at the elite level, you'll find tailored content to match your experience, from dynamic on-field demonstrations to in-depth classroom sessions. Beyond the education, this is your chance to network with peers, connect with mentors, and be part of a growing community dedicated to advancing the sport. Don't miss our 2 evening social events, perfect for building lasting relationships and exchanging ideas in an advanced setting, or in a relaxed setting, excuse me. Register today at NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com. That's NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com, as Detroit has found a way to get themselves into the attacking position against the Jags. Forcing a goal kick is going to be Arthur White. And you could say that the North American Soccer Expo is an advanced setting. A lot of great stuff if you're serious about trying to up your game in any aspect in the soccer community. What a great event to be a part of. A lot of amazing guests, as well as some of the folks from We Are Soccer that are going to be there in just a few weeks. August 1st through 3rd, inching closer and closer. Moving this ball up the field, that's number 18, Michael Parmalee. Wasn't expected to start, but because of the last-minute changes, he is on the roster for the Badgers. That's headed away. Number 21, Yahya Mohammed had possession. Now back to number 5, Daniel Silva. When Forbes jogged into the locker room, I was a little concerned because it looked like he was jogging with a trainer. That might have just been one of the assistant coaches for their staff. Thank goodness everything is good there. Badgers trying to get on the board early. It's one of those keys of the game for the Jags as they want to strike first and kind of manage momentum from there on out. Kicking that one out of bounds was Ahmed Abderrahmane. And the Jags will retain possession. Ball kicked up into the air. Because of the many youth players in attendance, a lot of ball boys and girls to make sure that ball doesn't go too far before stuff starts going, as this through ball from Dominic Dono not able to reach its target. And the interception was Calvin Pollock. Dono's going to try another time. Gets it to Toluso, kicks inside right into the hands of Mike Forbes. Slipping on the turf, number 21, Yahya Mohammed. And now back on the attacking chance. It's going to be the Jags for a moment. I think Toluso thought he was offside, so he was reluctant to chase after that one. That's Mohammed. Now Tower Niemi. Kicks it to Dominic Dono, who will go inside. Calvin Pollock trying to split the keeper. Great save in the early going from Mike Forbes. First save of the evening. First shot on goal for either side. Good anticipation from Forbes to get down to the ground early in a game where he will probably have to do a lot of work if he wants to earn a win. The first win of the season for the squad. That ball goes out of bounds in the danger zone for the Jags. Just outside of the 18, now inside is Dominic Dono trying to fight for it. He had to go up against 3 defenders, and it gets cleared out for a throw-in. Dominic Dono inside. Saved again by Mike Forbes. He's just trying to put it on frame. He did so. Foul's going to be called just outside of the 18, about 25 yards out from goal. And in less than 6 minutes, Mike Forbes already has 2 saves. Dominic Dono, the brother of Thomas Dono, who plays for Futsal Factory, one of the great futsal players here in the state of Michigan. Dono's shown a lot of potential and promise to be an excellent soccer player as he grows older. Plays for the 08 MLS Next team for the Michigan Jaguars. Forgive me for bumping the mic there. Otavio Toluso set to take the free kick. Forbes on the far side of the post. 4-man wall. What do you got, Toluso? Sends it. A little wide. Ends up going out for a goal kick. For the Michigan Jaguars, it is Dan Diek's 4th season, last game of his 4th season. He's earned 57 points up to this point in his MWPL career. Has a +2 goal differential. Had some seasons where this team really struggled to get the results they wanted in a lot of close games. Played very well in the 2022 season, which was their first in the Midwest Premier League. If they won this game, it would be their most successful season yet. They have 16 points on the year. In 2022, they had 18. And considering how the Badgers have not had a win up to this point, it's very easy to kind of settle into that mindset of, oh, we got this win under, we got the game under control. not a whole lot we have to worry about. Let's just kind of relax and have some fun. But even so, I'm sure the Badgers are hungry to finally taste victory in a star-studded league here in the Great Lakes East Division. Excellent passing all the way up. This is Toulouse. Inside, that was Niemi who wanted it. Now Calvin Pollock almost gets past the defense, and a foul is called. The Detroit Badgers defender made a play on the ball. Niemi slipped. Actually, it might have been Calvin Pollock that slipped and drew the foul there. So another free kick. About 25 yards out. And it'll be Dominic Dono being the one to take it. Another four-man wall. Curious to see what the young man does here. Sends it high over the net. Jags now ready on defense. And now the Badgers trying to take advantage. That was Parmalee. Inside, stolen by Pollock. And Niemi now trying to get something going. Excuse me, that was number 39, Ryan Sanborn. Niemi on that defense now. Number 12, Algabri, one of the Algabri twins. Brothers, cousins maybe, I don't know. Did not confirm that with the coach prior to the game. One of the interesting things about how the schedule is kind of lined up for the Detroit Badgers was yesterday they were supposed to play the Legends FC squad, they've also not won a game. So it would have been a game to determine the best of the worst. But because of the heavy rain on the southeast side of Michigan, the game never took place. It was supposed to be at the Badgers' place. Legends FC play indoors, so it wouldn't have been a problem if they were at the Legacy Center. But because of that game, they still have yet to win. Puts them in a spot where they're very hungry in today's match, and they're more rested than they would have been if they played yesterday. Running around, chasing that one was Abubakar Algabri, who takes this one off his chest. And good defense from the Michigan Jags start a counterattack. Dono chases after that one. He'll look for Sanborn on the outside. Maybe not. He's going to drive inside and send it just a little far down the way to the feet of Michael Forbes. Michael Parmalee back to Mohamed Sangare. This is a Badgers team that I will admit has been a little difficult to watch and kind of prep for, as a lot of their social media has lacked the kind of vital information that I would need to have more extensive research on a team like this. So apologies to our Badgers fans that are watching. I will do my best with pronunciations and information and all that kind of fun stuff. Playing in their first Midwest Premier League season. A league that, at this point, as this counterattack is going to continue to go, Dominic Dono's going to get called off sides before he can get a touch on it, though. And the Midwest Premier League is at a point now where it's not often that a team can join and find success immediately. I think the exception to that is probably Goshen City FC in the Great Lakes West Division. Here's a counterattack. Vincent Stockton on the near side going to get called for the offsides. He was offsides by about 2.5 yards at least. Just not paying attention to where that back line was. Too busy staring at the ball. He's been trying to chase a goal all season long. Scored his first one of the season 2 nights ago against the Michigan Stars, a game that they needed to win if they wanted to be in the championship game. Talking to Alex Diak, who's been their assistant coach and team manager, or general manager, I should say, before the game. He said, you know, if we took care of some of the results that we should have had before the season started, that game wouldn't have mattered. Excellent through ball. Trying to chip it over Forbes' head. Oh, what an excellent chance there from Otavio Toluso. We're going to call that a save, because if that goes over his head, it would have easily been in the back of the net. Mike Forbes used his fingertips to punch that up into the air. But there was a crazy heat index game against Futsal Factory that they were leading for the majority of it before they gave up points at the very end. Vincent Stockton tries to steal that one away. Instead, it's going to be Dominic Dono. Allows the defense to catch up. Toluso sends it out to Sanborn. Will trip and get slide, and a goal through the legs of Mike Forbes. And Ryan Sanborn scores his 3rd goal at home this season. Excellent shot, and you put enough on frame, you're going to score. That's the bottom line. In the 15th minute, getting the scoring started early, so now Dan Diak can kind of take the approach that he wants with this game and manage that momentum. Michael Parmalee will take a seat. A few substitutions will switch on. They're not going to go through the official substitution system, it looks like, as guys are just getting up off the bench and walking onto the field whenever they want. Both Parmalee as well as Bayamor Gaye have taken a seat. So I'll try to announce subs as I notice them on the field, but if I don't catch them right away, I apologize for that. Excellent goal for Ryan Sanborn to start us off. Big thank you to Derek Bauer Realty for sponsoring the Michigan Jaguars. Do you have questions about buying a home or selling a home or just about property in general? The Michigan Jaguars are proud to have Derek Bauer as their official real estate partner, and he is happy to answer any questions you may have. Visit BauerRealtySolutions.com/contact-us. That's BauerRealtySolutions.com/contact-us. Big thank you to Derek Bauer Realty Solutions for their support of the Jaguars this season. Here's Sanborn again. We'll go inside. Here's Dono. Shot. Saved. Oh, almost put on frame from Vincent Stockton. It will go out for a corner. It was the defense of number 22, who's not on my roster sheet, thank goodness, who was able to block that shot and send it out of bounds to prevent the score from going 2-0. I'll take another look at this roster. Yeah, sure enough, there's no 22 based on what head coach Joe Brinkhead has given me. This corner low and deflected out by number 14. It was also not on my sheet. I'm trying, Badgers. I apologize. It is good to see that more players have shown up for this Badgers team since the game has started, so they have us a little more reinforcements to work with. Corner sent for the head of Arthur White, who just puts it up a little too high over the net. And a 1-0 lead stays 1-0 for the moment. Mike Forbes in this defensive line have had to work extra hard to keep the Jags from scoring as they are playing a press defense at the moment. Ryan Sanborn will get up on him. And Dominic Dono, who typically plays midfield, has been in the attacking space. That's a handball on either team. You could have called it on. Instead, Dominic Dono will draw the foul at the 20. So just outside of that big yellow box, Dono will have a chance to put something on frame once more. Dono on the right side of your screen. Michael Forbes on the left. Many players in between. What's the play here? Let's see what Dono does. Sends it towards the net, too high. A lot of free kicks and set piece opportunities for the Jags in the first 20 minutes or so. Haven't been able to connect on any of them. Instead, it was a counterattack that gave them their first goal. As Dominic Dono, really tough going up against grown men and winning. Wow. Throw in sent out and headed away by number 23, Mohamed Sangare. Throw in to be taken by Nino Shembri, who will get the ball back. As everybody's starting to have a little bit of fun in this attacking fray, Mike Forbes will send it out. Shembri, one of the tougher players on this team, likes to play with a little bit of physicality. It's one of the things I like about his game. That ball cleared out. And Toluso made sure that Sangare was all right. As Nino Shembri will wait for the ball as it flew up into the third row. Throw in, sent into the box and chested away. I don't know if that's a verb or not, but it is now. Good passing from the Badgers. A team that I assume has played with each other quite a bit. This Badgers organization has played a lot of seasons, both indoor and outdoor, in many different leagues. First season in the Midwest Premier League, they're getting a taste of what the best of the Midwest is all about, especially here in Southeast Michigan. That was number 9, Tariq Lamhardy. Had the ball. Now possession will flip to the other side of the field. That was Mohamed sending it towards the back line. Alvaro Lopez will have one of his first touches on the ball of the evening, other than a goal kick or two. An excellent passing gives it to Ryan Moody with space to work with. This is Shembri now. Pass midfield. Vincent Stockton had the wingbacker overlapping him. Instead, he'll go inside to Toluso, who chips it to Dominic Dono. They want the offsides call, not going to get it. Instead, it's Vincent Stockton. Toying with the defense, trying to see what he's got. Oh, the wrong touch for Sanborn. Drawing it up. Stockton and Sanborn both play at Detroit Mercy. Obviously, they have a lot of familiarity with each other, a lot of chemistry. They like to know, or they know what the other person likes to work with when it comes to passes and shot attempts and that kind of thing, which is nice to see. I alluded to this point earlier, but because of that loss against the Michigan Stars, they are not able to qualify for the championship game. If they won today, they would be tied for first, but there's other teams with games left to play towards the top of the division, so it's unlikely that they would finish tied for first with the Michigan Stars. Cedars FC 1 point behind them at 18, and they have 2 games, one against this Badgers team, the other against Legends FC. So you would think that they're expected to get at least 4 points at the bare minimum. But Alex Diak, one of the coaches and managers of this team, so anytime I try to bring up the dropped points, the counterattack forms for the Michigan Jaguars. There's a heat index game against the Futsal Factory that they ended up dropping points at the very end. They were up 1-0 for the majority of that game. Ended up tying at 1-1. And then another game where they were at Troy United, where they were up for the majority of it, then lost at the very end. I believe that game finished in a draw. So these little things that happen towards the end of the game that change the course of a season. So they end up getting 2 points out of those 2 games, but if they got 6, would have changed a lot for how the Michigan Jaguars are viewed across the Midwest landscape. Substitutions coming in for the Detroit Badgers. I mentioned that they had guys just kind of running on and off the field. That was true, but now they are going to move to the traditional rostering system. Number 13, Cheek Diop, as well as number 8, Derek Trinkline, excuse me. Yes, they've both taken the field. Ref getting played back up again. Corner to be taken. And it is blocked and sent away. Ryan Moody's going to have to chase after that one to send it back to Alvaro Lopez, who hasn't had a lot of, the ball hasn't been in his space very much tonight. Tavio Taluso wanted a through ball. Vincent Stockton not happy about it, as it got intercepted by Sengare. Substitutions will come in for the Michigan Jaguars. Number 47, Adam Pluschek, 5'9" midfielder from Case Western Reserve, as well as number 49, Reese McCreary from the Nationals ECNL squad. And Haruki Onishi, who will begin his freshman season at Madonna University this upcoming fall from Japan. Midwest Premier League rules, you can sub in once in each half. So those couple fellas, including Ryan Sanborn and Vincent Stockton, we'll most likely see them in the second half at some point. Dominic Dono, ball in his possession. Fouls called. Not sure where they're going to spot it, though. They'll move quickly. Tyler Niemi. Pollock now will flick it back. Arthur White wants a shot. Sends it on frame. Saved by Mike Forbes. 4 saves for him this evening. Good counterattack chance. Offsides flag will go up, as the pass was made just a touch too early. Although we had to send it out, otherwise it would have been picked off by the Jags defender. A little bit of physical play from Nino Shembri. I was going to say, grab the arm of the attacker there, number 24, Abubakar Al-Gabri. Number 13, Cheek Diop to send it out. Yes, that is his name, I believe, unless I'm mispronouncing it. Onishi clears it away. Number 49, Reese McCreary, all alone Sungari is going to chase after it. He's going to try to take one on frame from distance. That goes wide. He might have also been looking for number 48. Sorry, number 40. Yeah, 48, Haruki Onishi. Adam plus check now. Foul called on him. It'll be Badgers ball. Back towards their back line. Ball will swing around on the far side of the field now. Defense for the Jags laying off just a little bit. Double, triple team action will send the ball back to the back line. Sungare. A lot of names and numbers on this back line and defensive midfield front that I'm unfamiliar with or don't have on my sheet. Apologies for that. Calvin Pollock wanted a shot, tried to catch him off guard. Sends it inside. This is Onishi before it's cleared away by Sungare. More substitutions for the Jags. Among many, number 35, Cameron Stewart, as well as Kai Miyata, 5'8" defender, also from Japan. And Alex Byland, the 5'6" midfielder, plays for the MLS Next squad. Niemi sends it out to Arthur White, one of the captains for this team. Ball sent very deep for Onishi. Tanner Locke puts one inside. He's a defender. That's something he does often. And stealing this one, tripped in the box. No call. No one complaining about it, though, so it looks like it was fair across the board from both sides. That foul's called in the attacking zone. Onishi trying to... No, it's actually Alex Byland who's jogging limply. Oh, my goodness! Offsides flag was up, so it wouldn't have counted, but wow, what a chance for Adam Pluschek. Excuse me, that was Reese McCreary, who almost sent one into the net. It bounced off the woodwork and went up into the air and out of bounds. But that was all after the offsides flag went up. Some good dribbling there from the defense for the Detroit Badgers. Badgers win the ball back on the throw-in. Some excellent defense from this Jags team to force these lawn balls consistently. Badgers have not been successful so far, as that one's going to get stolen by Onishi, who will go back to Ryan Moody. Onishi looking for a teammate. Excellent through ball. This is Alex Byland, I believe. Sends it. Shot. Saved by Forbes. Just barely saved. It touched his right thigh. Almost stopped dead in its tracks. 5th save of the evening. It's only been 30 minutes. Shot across the way. Off the chest of Adam Pluschek. Just wide right at the net. Forbes goes quick. There's number 20 going down the way. Not on my sheet. Trying to dribble this around Byland. There's number 13, Cheek Diop. Mohamed Sangari getting pressured from Onishi. Good steal there. Byland wanted to go inside for plus check. McCreary steals it from his teammate. He will send a shot on frame. Slightly off frame, excuse me, but looked like Michael Forbes poked it out. They're going to say it's a goal kick, so not quite. Trinkline sends it out to number 9, Hardy. Deflected out of bounds by Kai Miyata. Badgers trying to get something going here. See what they can draw up against this tough Jags defense. They didn't really have to move a whole lot to be able to steal the ball back. Niemi sends it way down the middle line. Deflected out of bounds by Forbes. Adam Pluschek was the leading attacker on that. Byland trying to regain an attacking chance. And sent out of bounds, throw in for the Badgers. Hardy. Now ball sent out. That was Stewart. Inside. Who wants it more? Headed out and now cleared from the Badgers. Hal Gabri trying to take it away. One of the more vocal players on this Badgers team from what I've seen here today. Trying to keep this possession alive. Sangari will send it back to his keeper. Sends it middle to Trinkline. That was Al Gabri. Ball still bouncing around. We'll finally get to the back line of the Jags before being passed up to Haruki Onishi. Many attackers in view of potentially getting that ball, but the pass was just a little too wide and far. And if you're the Jags, I don't know if you love seeing all these deep shot passes that have not worked out for the Badgers and really haven't worked out for the Jags a lot this season. Al Gabri out wide. Alvaro Lopez will dive to get it. First time his hands have been on the ball this game. So we're 36 minutes in. Big thank you to everybody watching on We Are Soccer, live on Twitch, X, YouTube, and Facebook. Double team, successful for Detroit. Dribbling up past the touchline. Was number 13, Cheek Diop. McCreary not able to gain possession on that one. Attacking chance, shot way on from distance, went just over the net. Could hear some fans in the crowd saying, whoa, he got close on that one. Not close enough, though. Alvaro Lopez felt confident enough he did not shoot his hands into the air. Tanner Locke sends it out deep to Pluschek. Wants a teammate, not quite. He's going to take the shot himself for Mike Forbes' 6th save of the evening. Sangare going deep to Algabri before Lopez gets it back. He is splitting time with the man wearing number 12 tonight, Giancarlo Darius. Part of a three-headed keeper field with the two of them, as well as Afonso Henrique. Posted some impressive highlights of him on Instagram this morning. He did, from his personal account, saying his summer season is over, as this is the Jags' last game of the season, both home and away. Be great to get a few goals out of this performance. This is a team that they scored 5 against the last time these teams played. That was the Badgers' last game back on July 1st, a Tuesday night at the Badgers' place. Possession flipped. Now into Tanner Locke's feet. Niemi sends it down the way. Number 46, Kai Miata, trying to make something of it. Gets it ripped and stolen away. The Detroit Badgers dribbling. He's got space to work with. The man, number 20, not on my sheet. And one of the Algabri brothers trying to get out there before being called offsides. We'll give the Jags the ball back. Tanner Locke, ball at his feet now. Onishi gets that one stolen away. You can see the careless play really going with this Jags team in these last 20 minutes or so. Played very well to start this game off, and feels like this team is relaxed since that opening goal. Just a reminder, this Badgers team scored twice on them last time. Here's a chance. Shot. Blocked and sent away. Might have went off the back of Kai Miata if my eyes were correct on that one. Adam Pluschek on the counterattack. McCreary needs to stick his leg out for that ball to not go out of bounds. .22 sends it in and headed away. A little bit of jostling amongst these guys. Alex Byland takes possession. He's got attackers in front of him and says he will take it himself. Kind of a younger player, still with possession, outrunning grown men. Sends it inside into the hands of Mike Forbes, who hurls it past the 50 to an attacker, trying to create an attack chance for themselves. Number 20, running across the way. Shot. Oh, man. Off of the leg of Alvaro Lopez. And allows the first goal of the day for the Detroit Badgers. It was almost a very impressive save off of the left leg, but the way it bounced, looked like it could have went over the net for just a second, but instead falls into the near side post to make it a tie game in the 42nd minute. I do not have a number 20 on my roster, so I wish I could shout out his name so his family and friends who are watching could recognize his achievements here. I'm sure if their family and friends are watching, they know who they are, so apologies there. But it was an excellent counterattack that was started by Mike Forbes, who yeeted that ball over 50 yards to get it to his teammate. And the Badgers might have found life tying this game up. It's one of the things that these Jaguars need to recognize is the game is certainly not over. Not even close to being over, especially when you're only up 1 goal. Onishi flipping possession. Trying to flip the field, I should say, to Pluschek. And it ends up flipping the possession to the Detroit Badgers. Mike Forbes, the way that he moves, the way that he communicates with his team, you can tell he's a veteran keeper for sure. Halftime, I'll probably look up a few places where he's played before. Just based on his mannerisms, you can tell. He's had a lot of experience between the pipes. Sends it out to 22. We'll go back to Diop. Diop sends it to Trinkline. I think it's Trinkline. Apologies to his family if I messed that one up. Diop with some sweet dribble moves before going back. It's good defense, but better offense from the Badgers, as Al-Gabri was looking for that deep shot pass. Said it's going to be Mohammed to 22. Trying to push the defense off of him. Diop on the far side. This person's got a few guys he can go to. Pass sent inside. It was headed away, I believe, by Ryan Moody. 22 will take a shot of his own. Very high, and it hits the goalpost of the football goalpost. Sends it out for a goal kick as we are 20 seconds away from extra time. Tanner Locke still with the ball at his feet. Trying to keep this defense off his back. That was number 15, another man who's not on my roster, who pulled him away. Tanner Locke, space to work with. He'll pass instead to Onishi. He's going to look for McCreary on the outside, instead taking himself. Looking for the cross, gets it cleared out, and a foul will be called, and potentially a card will be given just outside of the 18. No card. Ref not reaching for his pocket. Just making sure that the ball is placed in the correct spot on that foul. Adam Pluschek saying something to the free kick taker here. I believe that's McCreary out there ready to send it. He will. He's looking for the pass. Thought it might have hit the arm of a Jaguar. Instead it hits the body of a Badger. And we're out for a corner on the opposite side. Extra time in this game, a 1-1 tie. Shot from Pluschek, blocked. It was Tanner White trying to make something happen. Sorry, Arthur White trying to make something happen there. And that is going to be the end of extra time for the first half. A 1-1 game where the Michigan Jaguars looked immaculate for the first 20 minutes. The last 25, not so much. Badgers able to tie it up off of a good throw assist from Mike Forbes. He's had to do a lot of work. 6 saves for him. We'll be back on the other side of this with the start of the second half and a little halftime report. Back in a little bit.
Hi, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just gonna do some light shopping. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, And one of these too.
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
Club America. Ooh. Wow, that's not MLS. Ugh.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump.
Next in line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin. You know that.
Huh?
It's a mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Craig, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh? Change tempo, yes, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Get side on touch. Play, see it, yes.
I'm Craig Hearn. Today, I'm here with the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He's going to show me some simple exercises and stretches to do before my soccer games. Because to be honest, I'm getting a little older and I need to be better prepared for these games. All right, he's got some stuff he's going to show us. Let's jump in.
What's up, guys? Dr. Zach here with Craig. We're going through a dynamic warm-up here. Super important, especially in this age group as we get older. A lot of guys that I see, they go right from their car and straight to the field without any warm-up. We want to make sure that we're getting the body warm, we're getting loose, we get the heart rate up so that we can help reduce injuries. All right, guys, so I've got Craig currently doing some grass sweeps. He's doing a Frankenstein stretch, and he's also going through some pogos right now. Whoa, Craig, what the hell?
Yep, sorry, Doc.
All this newfangled dynamic warm-up, this and that. What's wrong with my old warm-up? Oh, yeah, the doc was right. Definitely need the new warm-up. Oh, good Lord.
What? And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner!
Who gives a about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
Those things that are absolutely insane.
successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
Welcome to the halftime report for the Michigan Jaguars game against the Detroit Badgers. We'll talk about how the first half went. First, I got to make an apology to the Dono family. I've been covering their brother Thomas for a couple of years now, so I really have no excuse. His name is pronounced Dominic Dono, not Dono or anything else I've pronounced it as the past couple of weeks now covering this Michigan Jaguars team. Dominic Dono. I've promised many times to get it right and keep it correct. Let's hope I can stay true to my word this time around. Let's talk about how the first half went. Michigan Jaguars were on fire for the first 15 minutes of this. Ryan Sanborn scoring a goal in the 15th minute after a lot of set pieces, corners, counterattack chances. They were finally able to get it past the arms of Michael Forbes and put it in the back of the net on a counterattack. That was Ryan Sanborn was on the far side of the field on that chance. And then once they got that 1-0 lead, they kind of settled down a little bit and stopped playing with that same intensity. The Detroit Badgers were able to get themselves back into the game, were able to put together some nice runs, and then eventually after a counterattack save, Michael Forbes is able to pick it up, scoop it, and hurl the ball past the 50-yard line to his attacking front, and ended up being number 20, who we now know his name is Mustafa Al-Nakshali, who was able to score in the 42nd minute just before halftime rolled around. So we did get some clarification on some of these numbers that were not present for me in the first half, so I'm glad that we were able to shout out Mustafa Al-Nakshali, who scored that goal to tie it up 1-1 apiece. The last time these two teams played, it was a 5-2 finish. And stepping into the net for the Michigan Jaguars is going to be Giancarlo Darius. This is what the Michigan Jaguars have done all season. Swap between goalkeepers. They've had a three-headed goalkeeper affair. Afonso Henrique not in attendance today. So Lopez, who had no saves and 1 goal allowed, has stepped out. And Giancarlo Darius, who up to this point in the season at home has 4 saves on 5 shots on goal, will be in the net for the next 45 minutes. Big thank you to HealthQuest Physical Therapy for sponsoring the Michigan Jaguars, as they are proud to have HealthQuest Physical Therapy as their title sponsor for the past 4 years and are excited for many more. Also, big thank you to Derek Bauer Realty Solutions. Do you have questions about buying a home, selling a home, or just about property in general? The Michigan Jaguars are proud to have Derek Bauer as their official real estate partner, and he is happy to answer any questions you may have. Visit BauerRealtySolutions.com/contact-us. That's BauerRealtySolutions.com/contact-us. Big thank you to those two for sponsoring the Michigan Jaguars all season long as they play in their season finale tonight. A win would be nice for the Jags, as it would cement their most successful season in Midwest Premier League and their history in the Midwest Premier League, And we now have confirmation on the other side of the division that Goshen City FC have won the Great Lakes West Division title. So they will be one of 2 teams competing in the Great Lakes Conference Championship. Neither of these teams will be there, but it is possible that one of either the Michigan Stars, who the Jags lost to just a couple nights ago, as well as the referee did signal for the game to start. So now time is rolling off the clock here in the stadium as we are underway. Could either be the Michigan Jaguars, could be the Michigan Stars, who this Jaguars team did not beat a couple nights ago. It could be Cedars FC, who will play the Badgers and Legends FC in their final 2 games of the season. I believe the Badgers is a home game for Cedars FC, so we'll have coverage of that one. Ben Leitner on the call. So the hope is that, at least in the case of We Are Soccer, that we're able to have some sort of say and who's broadcasting that game. Hopefully Cedars can come out with the win in their last 2 matchups, secure the Great Lakes East title. Maybe potentially get both myself and Ben Leitner on the call. That'd be fun to interact and see how the 2 of us work together on the air. But that's all besides the point. This game played for bragging rights as the Badgers 0-5, yet to win a game in the Midwest Premier League up to this point in their first season competing in this wonderful, illustrious league that's growing more and more each year. As the Michigan Jaguars, a win would cement their most successful season in their team's history in this league. Had 18 points a few seasons ago in 2022. Alex Diak, who is coaching this year's team but played on that 2022 squad, was kind of reminiscing, saying, oh, all we needed was 1 or 2 more goals to finish some games and put ourselves in contention for the division title. I believe 2022 belonged to the Inter-Detroit squad that won that season, if I remember correctly. Good passing around from the Jags to start off the second half. Trying to keep themselves busy. Going inside. Excellent through ball. And offside's going to be called on number 44, Nino Schembri, typically a defensive guy. Made his way up into the attacking space. And for the entirety of the halftime huddle, Dan Diak had his entire team locked in, sitting on the bench, kind of telling them what he was expecting of them in this second half. And that lasted pretty much the entire 10-15-minute break that we had just now. Badgers went back to the locker room to discuss things amongst themselves. Wasn't sure what that conversation looked like. Ball cleared out for a throw-in. Just a few minutes into this second half. Taking a look at Michael Forbes' history, he started at Schoolcraft, where Joe Brinkett once played many moons ago, and then transferred and graduated from Cleary University out in Howell, my old stomping grounds. Not the university itself, but the great city over there in Livingston County. Ball being dribbled around. This is Abubakar Al-Gabri. Shot taken on Darius, but actually that might be Alvaro Lopez is still out there. Maybe Giancarlo didn't make it to the game. I don't see him sitting on the bench either. Guess I should have looked around before I announced that. It is Alvaro Lopez still in goal. Obviously given the indication, as we have all season long, that Darius would be out there at some point, but I don't think he's in the stadium. So it is going to be Alvaro Lopez going all 90. First time this season, I believe, for both home and away for this team. Ryan Sanborn trying to split that defense, not able to. Kai Miyata will get it back to his teammate, Sanborn. Through ball sent to Stockton. Trying to keep it in bounds. We'll flick it back to the back line. And Dono sends it out for a goal kick. Forbes sends it out wide to the right back. Gets it to 21, Yahya Mohammed. Stolen away. Maybe not quite. As possession will flip back and forth before Yahya Mohammed is able to keep it alive. Number 20, Al-Nakshali, who scored the goal in the 42nd minute for the Badgers to tie this game up. Not sure what just happened. A ball just flew across my screen and my view play. I'm not sure. Jags put the ball in. Looks like Badgers were still kind of wondering what I was. Like, what the heck just happened? Not sure if a kid just threw a ball in the field and it didn't matter or what. This is Vincent Stockton, tripped inside the box. No call. They're going to say it was a play towards the ball. Still possession with the Jags. Dono, ball at his feet, who will go outside to Pluscheck. Sends it in with his left foot, deflected away by that back line. And trying to see, this is going to end up being a goal kick. Good footwork from the Badgers defender there against Ryan Sanborn, trying to force a corner. Ball sent out wide to Ali Zaidan. He's wearing number 22. Ball sent deep. Deflected up into the air by Kai Miyata. It goes out for a corner. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first corner of the day for the Badgers. Momentum in their favor, trying to win their first game in the Midwest Premier League. They will go short. Abu Bakr sends it just a little wide and high for another goal kick for Alvaro Lopez. Miyata had the space, will go back to his defender instead. That's Arthur White. Good defense here from the Badgers, trying to steal possession back. Shimbri dribbling on the far side of the field, has all the room in the world to work with. He uses it, gets it up to Stockton. In the attacking space now. Split the double team, but ran into Bayamor Gaye. And Ali Zaidan will be the one to throw it in. Off the chest of Abu Bakr Al-Gabri. Dono sends it back. Off of the deflection. Now Pluscheck trying to keep it alive. Midfielder who's playing as an attacker in this game from Case Western Reserve. Throw in for Ryan Sandmore, trying to score second of the day. Almost miscommunication. Goes off the chest of Zaidan, who's trying to make sure his goalkeeper could grab it with his hands. That miscommunication almost cost him a goal. Mohammed, good footwork, sends it back to Gaye. Now Pluscheck is on the move. Not the right pass there. Wanted Sanborn in the open space towards the middle. Gaye is going to take that open space. Gets it to Al-Nakshali. Back to Gaye, who finds Lem Hardy. Dribbling, Al-Nakshali, who scored the goal in the first half for Detroit. Gaye steals it away. Almost had the pass there, deflected. And Lopez is going to dive on it before anything can happen. Abu Bakr Al-Gabri, one of the two Al-Gabri brothers, cousins, twins, etc. in this game. Pluscheck. Tough. I believe it was a slide tackle made by number 9, Tariq Lemhardy, who's going to be handed a yellow. He's offering a hand of support to Adam Pluscheck, who's not happy. Arthur White's just trying to calm everybody down. Adam Pluscheck not happy at all. It was a hard slide tackle. I think he made the decision to slide before the ball was released. Pluscheck passed it up, as you saw on screen. If you ask me, it wasn't anything with malicious intent. Yellow card was handed out. Appropriately, it was just a little too hard and physical for this kind of matchup. Last game of the season for the home side. First yellow of the game given out by the center ref in this matchup, 55th minute. And although it's the last game of the season for the Jags, the Badgers have half of their season left to go. I'm not sure what led to this, where their schedule is lopsided as it is. I know yesterday's game against Legends FC was rained out, so they got to reschedule that one. But they have a few more games upcoming, most of them taking place within the next week or so. First one of those is going to be at home against FC Pontiac this Wednesday, July 16th. That's a 3:30 p.m. start time. I think that's the earliest start time on a weekday that we've seen across the entire Midwest Premier League in all their divisions. That's where we will, or they will start. Trying to clinch their first win of the team's history in this Midwest Premier League. Plus check. Crosses. Sent out to Vincent Stockton, who loses possession. Trying to keep it alive, and will do so. Gets it to Toulouse. Sends it back out. Pollock. Goes back to the defensive line. Ryan Moody to Dono. Good touch pass. Shot on goal. But before the shot counts, it's going to be offsides. And Pluscheck is going to ask for a trainer. Well, Pluscheck isn't asking for the trainer. The center ref is. But Pluscheck taking a while to get up. Not receiving the help from anybody on the Detroit Badger side, despite the fair play and sportsmanship. Jaguars will go down a man, I believe. So I'll wait to see what the status of Pluscheck is. And forgive me for saying that. It's going to be Haruki Onishi who will take his spot in the attacking zone, the left winger spot of this 4-3-3 look that we're seeing. So Pluscheck's day is done. We hope everything's okay with him. We'll try to keep an update if we see anything noticeable. Arthur White doing everything he can to get this ball saved, or at least in terms of the possession, as he sent it back to Lopez, who's able to bring it right back. On the attacking chance here, Ryan Sanborn gets it past the keeper. What's he got? Oh, just wide of the net. Was a little too far. Wanted the shot on goal. And he probably should have looked past, probably should have looked back, excuse me, for a teammate. And Michael Forbes signals to it's number 39, Ryan Sanborn, who took that shot. Maybe stretched out his leg just a little too much. He will step off the field. Checking into the game in just a moment. It's going to be number 36, Tanner Locke, who did not start the second half. And it pushes up Shembry up into the attacking space. Shembry, a man that can play anywhere on this field. I want to remind folks that you can join us at the North American Soccer Expo taking place August 1st through 3rd, 2025 in Novi, Michigan. The premier event designed exclusively is that shot's going to be sent wide of the net to the right. This is the premier event designed exclusively for soccer directors, coaches, administrators, and professionals at every level of the game, from recreational to professional. Whether you're guiding a grassroots program or leading at the elite level, you'll find tailored content to match your experience, from dynamic on-field demonstrations to in-depth classroom sessions. Beyond the education, this is your chance to network with peers, connect with mentors, and be part of a growing community dedicated to advancing the sport. Don't miss our 2 evening social events. Near attacking chance here, sorry. Make sure all is well with Michael Forbes and co. before side judge is going to say it went out for a corner. So that will go quick. We'll finish this ad read in a second. Dono will be the one to send it out. Send it in, excuse me. Into the mix. Right type of frame that he wanted, and he got it! Number 30, Arthur White, the captain for the Michigan Jags. Looked like it went off of his chest into the back of the net to take the lead against the Detroit Badgers in the last game of the season here at the Hawk. Goal scored in the 63rd minute. Second of the season for the 6-footer from Northwood. Excellent stuff for them as they take the lead, trying to get their 3 points tonight. And at the North American Soccer Expo, beyond the education you'll get there, this is your chance to network with peers, connect with mentors, and be part of a growing community dedicated to advancing the sport. Don't miss our 2 evening social events, perfect for building lasting relationships and exchanging ideas in a relaxed setting. Register today at NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com. That's NorthAmericanSoccerExpo.com. Shot! Goal! Vincent Stockton! Yeah, he's inviting the whole team out. A little TikTok dance for them and the crew as they take a 2-goal lead. 2 goals in 2 games in a row for the young man from Detroit Mercy. '64th minute score for him as they have blown the game wide open. That's all it takes, some defensive lapses, from either team. And you can put yourself in a dangerous position to allow other teams to score. That's what happened there. Vincent Stockton knocked from the back by number 9, Tariq Lamhardy, who's been playing a little physical tonight. Nothing wrong with that, just got to make sure it stops at a certain point. Looks like Shumry's going to be the one. Maybe not. Dominic Dono is also out there. 23 yards out, roughly. Three-man wall will form in front of him. Michael Forbes is shouting out orders, making sure that they're aware of some of the players to look for in this exchange. Wall will shorten, excuse me. Dono's looking back. Looks like he's receiving some sort of order. Not sure what he's looking for here. Oh, it's a substitution, excuse me. So number 18, Michael Parmalee, is going to jog onto the field. All set, in motion. Dono sends it in. Header, wide. So close for number 45, Calvin Pollock. Midfielder from Susquehanna University, out in Pennsylvania, I believe. Badgers just trying to regroup. Meanwhile, the Jags have all the confidence in the world. I know they were hoping for a clean sheet tonight. That's no longer going to happen. So now they're just trying to score as much as they can. They scored 5 on this Badgers team last time around. Excellent move. And then followed by another beautiful move. Wow, all types of stuff going on. Vincent Stockton, oh my, saved. Michael Forbes, shot, another save, shot, and a goal. What a wild sequence of events to give Vincent Stockton his second goal of the evening. Ball was moving all types of different directions. But Vincent Stockton puts the exclamation point as they take the lead, 4-1. Only a few minutes apart from his goals, scored in the 64th and now the 67th minute here at the Hawk. Final home game of the season, final game of the season for the Michigan Jags. If you're just joining us, it was a 1-1 game up until about 2/3 of the way through. And in the past 4 minutes, we've seen 3 goals scored in a row from the home team, the Michigan Jaguars, playing in their last game of the season and trying to make up for it, shooting from 45 yards out, was the Detroit Badgers. That's Alvaro Lopez's first save of the evening, if you can believe it. Meanwhile, Michael Forbes, 8 saves to his name. Potential attacking chance, still trying to fight for it. The team in white. Yahya Mohammed dribbles through the midfield, deflected. And Jags are going to send the whole team. Everybody wants a goal now. Shot, saved, and pushes up over the head of the goal. So it's out for a corner. 9th save of the evening. Michael Forbes has had to do a lot of work to prevent this game from being 10-1. Quick, active hands that he has, the former Schoolcraft Jaguar, as well as the former Cleary University player. I'm not sure, but I think they're the Cougars out there in Howell, Michigan. Corner by Dono. Pushed up and sent away by Forbes. We'll flip the field. Dono trying to send it into the net. Great save! Michael Forbes, who will hurl it down the field. This is how they scored their goal the last time around, just before halftime. Ball sent out of bounds. That's Abubakar Al-Gabri playing with his brother Abdul Rahad Al-Gabri. Hasn't had the ball at his feet a lot this game, unfortunately. Vincent Stockton, I think, was very much offsides. Not going to get called for it, though. Trying to dribble through the defenders. Wanted his teammate Nino Shembri, not able to get it to him, though. Vincent Stockton able to find the ball back, thanks to his teammate keeping it alive. I believe that was Calvin Pollock inside. Now the counterattack chance. This is where it starts. You have all the numbers up top. And number 9, Lem Hardy, trying to get something going. Down 4-1. Al-Nakshali. Shot right into the net. Or sorry, right into the hands of Alvaro Lopez. It would have been, I had a little more expression in my voice if it went into the net. Second save of the evening for him. Crossing in front of the shot was number 9, Tariq Lamhardy, to try to disturb the vision of Lopez. The man from Brazil, just a little too focused for that. Pollock trying to keep the possession alive. Tanner Locke, not the greatest slide tackle in the world. Al-Gabri on the far side. Defended by Arthur White. Deflected, now shot from Al-Nakshali. Sent out. Was there a deflection? No, there was not. So it's out for a goal kick. 20 minutes to go. Here in what was an exciting 4 or 5 minute stretch for the Michigan Jaguars. Chasing after that ball was Haruki Onishi from Japan, going to school at Madonna University this upcoming year, starting his freshman season. The substitutions will make their way onto the field. Daniel Silva as well as Ahmed Abderrahmane. Tariq Lamhardy, who's earned a yellow, will take a seat. Badgers trying to keep their possession alive. That's Mohammed. Out to Al Gabri. Not the right touch on that pass to his brother Abdul Rahad Al Gabri. Stockton trying to create an attack here. Deflected off the chest of Vincent Stockton as it went up into the air. Punched by Michael Forbes. And good defense there to send it off the feet of Onishi. Excuse me, Onishi. It's a goal kick for the Badgers. Ball sent around. It's number 8, Derek Trinkling, that was on the recipient of that pass into the midfield. Trinkling gets it back. Daniel Silva to throw it in into the chest of Kai Miyata for the possession flip. Toluso. Pass a little too far for Nino Shembri. Pass sent down the way for Al Gabri. Not quite what they wanted. The ball being moved around and saved on this attacking possession. This is the other Al Gabri. Al Nakshali sends the ball inside Daniel Silva. And out of possession will flip as Tanner Locke has all the space in the world to work with. Dribbling up the left sideline. Haruki Onishi. Nice fake. Wanted Vincent Stockton inside, not able to get it to him. Good defense there. Gives the ball back to the Detroit Badgers. Trinkling out to Al Nakshali. Good passing back and forth. Yahya Mohammed missed the runner there. So possessioner is going to try to reset, potentially. Parmalee. Now Trinkline, who's ran all over this field. He's been on the far side, near side, in the middle. Gets it to Al Gabri. Pass up to the other Al Gabri. This is Abu Bakr. Gets his pass intercepted. Now the Jags defense trying to send it up to the attacking space. Jags are probably at the point where they're up 3 goals. They don't necessarily need to really force any fouls or do anything too creative or unique. They can just afford to sit and let the Badgers make their move if they have one. Al Gabri. That was Abdurrahad Al Gabri. Dono, excuse me. Moves up. This is Onishi. 3 against 4, needs some reinforcements. He'll get some. This is Tanner Locke. Ball, shot, goal, easy money. Tanner Locke. Taking him to Sunday school. 5-1 lead. Tanner Locke just dribbled, kept dribbling. So I like this spot. Boom! To extend the lead just a little bit more. Goal in the 77th minute. And this is as many as they scored last time against the Badgers. That was a 5-2 win. That was the Badgers' last game, or most recent game, I should say, on July 1st, a Tuesday night. Ball back into play. As this game is going to fall victim to another learning opportunity for the Badgers. They've had plenty of those. Assuming the result holds, unless anything miraculous happens, they will fall to 0-6. Mentioned this earlier, but their next game will be against FC Pontiac this Wednesday, July 16th. That is the earliest weekday starting time I've seen here in the Midwest Premier League. That's 3:30 p.m. on a Wednesday. They will play that game. So whatever you got to do, call off work early or take a few extra hours of PTO. We're playing soccer at the Badgers' place. And for the Jags, this is it. This is their last game of the season. A win today puts them at 19 points. It's their most successful season in the Midwest Premier League to date. Their final record will be 6-3-1. 6 wins, 3 losses, 1 tie. And if it weren't for a couple mess-ups at the end of games, they could have easily found themselves with 8 wins and in possession of the Great Lakes East Division trophy. Had a chance to put themselves in that conversation with a win against the Michigan Stars. Ended up falling short 2-1. But a win tonight is ultimately what they set out to do against a team that is just struggling for survival here. Number 49, Reese McCreary. Had his defender slipping before he lost the ball. He's going to try to do it again. Let's see if he does the same move. No, he's instead going to force the corner attempt. 11 minutes to go before stoppage time. Reese McCreary set to take it. He's got Dono to his left. A lot of players there in the mix. Sends it in. Doesn't hit anybody. Instead, shot blocked. And will probably be cleared away, and is by the Badgers. Alvaro Lopez will run out to send it back to Shembry. Ball flipped. Working that far side. They've been doing that a lot this game. Just working that far side of the field. In the box. Shot saved. Another shot too high. Stockton mad at himself for that one. Just sent it directly into the chest of Michael Forbes for his 11th save of the evening. And there is a Badgers player on the ground, going to be helped up by Stockton and Michael Forbes. That player is number 14, who's not on my roster sheet. And a big thank you to everybody watching across the We Are Soccer platforms on YouTube, Twitch, X, Facebook, and anywhere else you may have found this stream. We're thankful to have you. Unless the Cedars were able to make it to the championship game, this will most likely be my last game of the season with We Are Soccer. If that is the case, it's been a heck of a ride. I've enjoyed every minute of it, covering both this wonderful Michigan Jaguars team as well as Inter Detroit for their first couple of home games. Always fun working with We Are Soccer and the Point Images crew. I've had a blast. Hopefully it's not at the end, though. Hopefully we're able to make something happen for the Great Lakes Conference Final. Regardless of who's hosting it, if it ends up being Cedars FC, that works for us, assuming they would host it. Northern Indiana hosted Cedars last year. Talking to some officials within the Midwest Premier League circles, their response was interesting, just kind of saying, hey, that the venue is kind of determined by the teams that qualify for it. We already know Goshen City FC is the team from the West. It was confirmed by the Midwest Premier League tonight based on their win, I assume, against the team that they were playing. So Goshen City will be one of two teams taking place. They are playing in their first season in the Midwest Premier League. Oh, my goodness. Just toying with them. Hat trick for number 33. Vincent Stockton making them look silly. Scored against the Michigan Stars. And now 3 more for the man from Detroit, Mercy. 84th minute score. 6-1. Eviscerating this team from Detroit. So back to the point I was making. The championship game, where it's hosted, is kind of determined by the two teams that are playing in it. Cedars went directly to Northern Indiana's team or venue last year. Northern Indiana FC no longer in the Midwest Premier League. They have moved to USL League 2. And if Cedars were to make it again, I would assume they would want to host it based on the fact that they traveled all the way to Indiana to play in that game last year. But I don't know. Anything could happen, whether it's a neutral site venue. It could be based on whoever has the most points on either side. I think Goshen City finished with 19, if I remember right. Or at least has 19 up to this point. Cedars currently sitting with 18 with 2 games left to play. So we will try to keep you best updated as much as we can as the rest of the season goes on. There are many weeks left to play here and many games left to be played. The current leader in the division is the Michigan Stars, but they don't. They have 2 games that they have to reschedule. There's no games left on their current schedule the way it stands, but they've only played 8 up to this point. So I can only assume that they have 2 road games that got rained out as the Stars play in an indoor complex, so couldn't have been issues there. Vincent Stockton trying to get 4. Ends up getting it ripped away by Parmalee. Dominic Dono on the right. He's going to get the ball. No, excuse me, that was number 49, Reese McCreary. He's going to get called offsides, maybe by a hair. Wasn't by much. So yeah, a number of factors that are taken into consideration for both teams when it comes to who can host the championship game or where the game is hosted. They've thought about maybe a central location like Lansing if it were to be between a team in Romeo or Dearborn versus a team that's in northwest Indiana. A lot of things to consider. This is Yahya Mohammed trying to create any sort of scoring opportunity. And the raw touch from Abubakar Al-Gabri flips the possession back at the feet of the Detroit Badgers. Or was the Michigan Stars now, or sorry, the Michigan Jaguars. Too much playoff talk. Now it's the Michigan Jaguars. Dominic Dono looking for the ball back. This is Onishi. Gets it up to Stockton on the left side. Looking for the cross. Goes inside to 35. Sends it up into the air. That was Cameron Stewart, defender from Orchard Lake St. Mary's High School. I do believe he's in college now, but that's where he graduated some years ago. Yahya Mohammed gets that ball ripped away. McCreary looking for a scoring chance for his own. Saved! Now off the foot of McCreary. Keeps it alive. Cross. Blocked. Cameron Stewart trying to make something happen. Foul. Just outside of the 18, so at 18.5 yards away from the net. The Michigan Jags will have a set-piece opportunity. The Detroit Badgers trying to make sure that nothing goes quick. It is going to be Reese McCreary, 6-footer from the Nationals ECNL squad, to take it. Wall will form. My guess is he's going to try to go in between this wall and his teammates on the left. Here we go. Shot. Blocked. Sent wide. It would roll out for a corner. And it's sent into the stratosphere when it was already out of bounds by Yahya Mohammed. No delay of game call on him. McCreary goes quick. This is Dono. Cross inside. Snatched up into the air by the keeper, Mike Forbes. Flipping the field to number 49, McCreary. Ooh, a little bit of fancy footwork. Shot, blocked, and saved. Off the hands of Michael Forbes. He's had to do a lot in this game. Ball sent out of bounds, 1 minute away from stoppage time here at the Hawk. Final game of the season for the Jags. And what will be the most successful season for the Michigan Jaguars in their Midwest Premier League history. They feel that this is a team that's always kind of on the precipice of competing for a championship. That's going to be what the story of the season is at the end of this game. Able to take advantage of some lost points at the end of some of these other games. They would be in that conversation, if not already confirmed. This is Dono through the midfield. Gets it up, inside, shot, goal! Easy money! Arthur White once again, and as soon as it rolls past the number 90 minute, that is going to be the end of the game. 7-1 the final. Jaguars over the Badgers. All right, who all scored? Let's count it up. We'll start first with Alvaro Lopez, who did not have to do much, as the defense up front and in the midfield was fantastic for the Michigan Jaguars. Still, Lopez is able to save the ball twice while allowing 1 goal. Arthur White had 2 goals, both of them on counterattacks. Vincent Stockton with a hat trick, making the defense look silly. Tanner Locke decided to just walk right up into the box and just shoot and score, made it look like it was nothing. And Ryan Sanborn got the attacking started early in the 15th minute for the first goal of the game. Michael Forbes, though he allowed many, many goals, he had a lot of saves as well. This D-line did nothing for him. 12 saves on the day and allowed 7 goals to hit the back of the net. And Mustafa Al-Nakshali, off of the throw from Michael Forbes, is able to score a goal just before halftime. And that is going to be the story of the game. The Michigan Jaguars taking their win in the final game of the season, 7-1. On behalf of We Are Soccer, the Point Images crew, and everybody here at the Hawk, my name is Garrett Pogg. It has been so much fun covering this Michigan Jaguars team this season. We will see you all in 2026. Until then, have a nice night and stick around for the We Are Soccer Sunday show in just a little bit. Have a good